welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt Vega. Today we're talking about why blue belts cannot be trusted. Now, it's not what you think. Blue belts are generally good people. There's been programs like Adopt a Cop where you pay cops to become blue belts. All that stuff is good. But this is, in my opinion, on why I think blue belts cannot be trusted. Besides black belt, you can get to where, like me, for example, first degree black belt, been trained 13 years. My professor has been a black belt as long as I have been training. So the skill level range is so high at black belt that's why when they say when you get the black belt, you're just starting to learn. And to me, part of that is true because there's so much knowledge gap, right? Well, the same can be said about blue belt. You got different kinds of blue belts, right? You got your guy who's just been training, has a family, he's been working his tail off, he comes in and trains a couple nights a week, gets his blue belt, and he thinks he's got enough skills to defend himself in a street situation, and he does. But you also got your kid blue belt, your adult blue belt. Now, these adult blue belts, they're not wired like normal blue belts. They have been coming up through the ranks, white, yellow, yellow stripe, gray, gray stripe, orange, green, all these different belts. So by the time they're eligible for their blue belt, I believe at 16, maybe 17, I'm not sure, they are pretty much been training for a decade. They've got more than blue belt skill. They're purple belt, brown belt skill level, and they're just blue belts. That's why when you go into a tournament and you see older guys like, oh, I'm going to try myself out with the kids. Good luck, man. Those kids have been training for a long time. They are not normal blue belts.
It's just beer.
Oh, man up. All right, what happened? What'd you lose him?
He's a freak. He's the fastest kid alive. He's the fastest kid alive.
Fastest kid alive, my ass. Come on, what are we going to do?
Highly skilled, very talented. So the adult division at blue belt, you'll see some killers. Some killers in the adult division. So this is why I think you can't trust a blue belt. Much like Nogi. Nogi, you go in, you can't trust the color of a rash guard. Same thing with blue belt. If you go up against a young blue belt, we had an open mat at our gym. There's a blue belt on our team. Very, very good. Super good. And he's been training his whole life since he was in diapers, pretty much, right? His father's a professor. We had another black belt from another gym come. I'm like, you want to roll? And the black belt comes like, hey, sure, let's roll. And I told Vader, I was all, watch this. And the blue belt mopped the floor with him. Why? Because, again, he's been training his whole life. So this is why a blue belt cannot be trusted. The talent and the youth, plus the knowledge that a young blue belt has compared to their average guy who just signed up and has only been training for 2 years and then he gets his blue belt. Now, by the time that guy gets the purple belt, maybe he has enough skill, he has a game plan, he's got a strategy, he's got a niche, that maybe he can hang with that adult blue belt kid. But for the most part, that adult blue belt kid who's been training his whole life is not a normal blue belt. And that's why I said you can't trust the blue belt. Blue belts are wired differently. There's many different levels, just like in black belt. There's many different levels of skill. Blue belt. Purple belt is probably the most, I would say, skill set where everything is pretty much even. Purple and brown belt, everybody's pretty much even. You get purple belt and you get brown belt, you're pretty much, the pack is pretty much not so wide, or not so drastic. Also blue belts, you can get that Division I wrestler who signs up and he's a white belt, and all of a sudden he gets his blue belt. He's not a blue belt either. He's smashing you, shooting double legs, doing stuff because he's been grappling his whole life. So this is my opinion why blue belts can't be trusted. Let me know if you've experienced any of these wild blue belts in your school that just got crazy skills. Tell me some stories in the comments. If you got any questions for me for future videos, put them in the comments. Maybe I can make a video about one of those. My name is Matt Vega, one half of Sports Trolls. We appreciate everything you guys do, all the comments, all the love, all the subscriptions, and I'll catch you guys next time.